Hi YouTube, FT here. I hope you are all well. This video is a review of my EPUFFER 629 E-pipe. It will also be a comparison between the 629 and this, my 618 E-pipe. I'm doing a comparison because this E-pipe, the 618, retails in the UK for around about £29, £30, whereas this EPUFFER, the 629, in its lovely wooden presentation box, retails for about £100. And I think it'd be good not only to review this, but to do a comparison between it and this one. But before I do that, I want to take this opportunity to thank all the people on Facebook, all the people on YouTube, and all the people I know in, what shall we say, the real world, the physical three-dimensional world, who I say hello to on a daily basis and shake hands with, etc. I want to thank everyone who has helped support me during this difficult time I've had, which I won't go into the details. Those of you who have supported me know, and again I just want to thank you all. That having been done, let's get on with this review. This is the EPUFFER 629 E-pipe. This is what I would call the top end of the E-pipe market. Well, it certainly is for me. So let's get in and take a look. It comes in this fantastic wooden presentation box. Super brass hinges, nice clasp on the front, and it's presented superbly. And the whole thing feels quality. Comes with a little booklet. Now the booklet is very good. It actually relates to this pipe, unlike the other review I did. So what do you get? Well, you basically get exactly the same as my 618 review. Now the 618 pipe cost me £29.99. This pipe cost me £100. So you get your two batteries, two stems, two vapor fluid reservoirs, battery charger. This is a USB charger. A little bottle. This is the type of bottle that has the needle in it, and of course the pipe, of which the bowl is made from wood. So we'll take a closer look. So here's the box, lovely and smooth. This is slightly embossed. Fantastic hinges, almost like cigar box hinges. Humidor type hinges. So this is what we get. We get two lithium batteries. Now these batteries are the same capacity. They're 900 milliamp, 3.7 volts. They are exactly the same battery that you get in the cheaper kit. The stem. This is what I'm calling the Mark II stem, because it has a much bigger circumference. So that's the spare stem. Spare reservoir with the geared end on. Let's come this into focus. There you go. Battery charger. Again, it's identical to the cheaper version. This is additional. This allows you to charge the pipe up in the car via USB port or via your computer. And this is additional, a little plastic bottle. Obviously the box itself is much better, but are you paying for the box? It would seem so far. And then the pipe itself, which again is the same dimensions as the cheaper pipe. The difference being this bowl is actually made from wood. So we take a look at some of the basic components. We have your stem. Now once the stem is fitted to the reservoir, it's almost impossible to remove it. So this is one component basically, and you can unscrew it like so. And to fill this up, again you unscrew this part. And you have to put your E-fluid in the gap between the inner cylinder and the outer cylinder, through there. And it will fill up all around. We'll do that in a moment. That one screws back up. This 629 is exactly the same so far as the 618, which is a much cheaper pipe. Come to the bowl, and the bowl is wood. You can feel it's wood. That's all I can really say about it, to be honest. It's wood, it's not plastic. This top here is not the top that came with this pipe originally. The top that came with this wouldn't come off without having to apply a pair of pliers. This top is in fact from the much cheaper pipe, the 618, because it fits and you can take it off without using pliers. Strangely enough, the top that came with this pipe is now sitting on the 618, and it fits and comes off perfectly. So I have no idea. I'm just lucky, I guess, that happened. But when I originally got this pipe, I had to write to the support people telling them that the original part of this would not come off. So, with 2 fingers, this is a bit hard. It's not difficult, it's just awkward. You have to just keep applying a little pressure and give it little turns, and eventually the whole thing will come off. There we go. This is where your battery goes, and it's exactly the same as the cheaper 618. There's the arm, that's the terminal. If we get a battery, you'll see this is the positive side, this is the negative side. Negative goes in first, you push down, slide that across. Let's try that once more, just so make sure you can see the flash. There's the flash saying I'm all connected. Exactly the same as the cheaper pipe. Back. There we are. So let's put some fluid in here. Now I'm going to be using this. It's EPUFFER Royal Blend Premium Tobacco, 1.2 milligrams of nicotine. Premium tobacco. What is very important is that you don't get any of the e-liquid down this centre hole. As you can see, and this top screws back on. Now I happen to be using EPUFFER here, which is the same brand as this product, but any of my other ones, this Vaportronica, I've got two of these would work in it just as well. The problem being that this nozzle is fatter and won't go in between that gap. But that's why they give you one of these. Which has a needle type nozzle. So you just basically transfer this juice into one of these and you can use these. I've got 4 of these on order, and what I intend to do is just that, decant from these into the replacement bottles and use these. And there we are, all done, ready to light up or just puff on it. Now while we're at this stage, let's bring this one into the frame. This top was supposed to be on this cheaper pipe, and this diamond type top was supposed to be on here, but I had to swap them over because they didn't. This one didn't work on the more expensive pipe, but it works on the cheap pipe. But the bowls are exactly the same dimensions. There's some difference here in the milling. I don't know if you can see that. This one has EPUFFER and stamped on the inside cylinder. This has nothing. Okay, and yes, you can see this one is plastic and coated, and this one is wood. But I have to ask, is the price difference between them worth it? Visuals, certainly not. It's hard to tell them apart, really. And let's see how this one smokes. So here's the EPUFFER prepared, the 629. It's got premium tobacco in here. So this is my first smoke of it, and that'll be your first smoke of it. Let's see what it's like. It's very nice. Tobacco? Maybe, maybe. The 629 pipe is basically the same design as the much cheaper 618. So looking at them, there's very little difference. This one is much heavier. This is the cheaper one, is much heavier. And then again, this is plastic, this is wood. But there is a significant difference when it comes to smoking them. The 629 the 629 produces more vapor with less drag. So the suction I apply is less than the suction I need to apply on the cheaper. This premium tobacco is spot on. It's really nice. It's almost but not quite like smoking real tobacco. Yes, so one of the things I can conclude at this early stage, I think, is that the 629 you're paying for different internals as well. You can see it lights up the same. As you draw, it lights to show it's in action. So, there it is. The EPUFFER 629. It's a nice pipe. What I think I'll do is I'll keep to tobacco flavours in this pipe, the more expensive pipe. And in this cheaper 618, I'll use different fruit flavours probably. Now, if you've seen my other video when I review this 618, I call it the Mark II, this fitting here, because it's a bit different from the original 618 I've seen. It turns out that we believe this 618 is counterfeit. However, we believe it's counterfeit with better engineering than the actual 618. I'm in touch with a guy who's got a contract with the original 618 factory in China, and there are estimated to be about 200 other factories that are copying the 618. We don't know where this one came from, and I have to say this, from what I've seen so far, this is better than the original 618, but I don't know, can't swear by that. So I'm getting sent an original 618 so I can do a review and compare the two 618s with each other. So a little side issue there. We're supposed to be reviewing the 629. I have it on extremely good authority that this is an original 629 and not a copy. So anyway, there it is. Is it worth £100? Probably not. If you've got the money and you want something that looks a bit prestigious, got a lovely presentation box, solid wood, etc., yeah, sure, go for it. If you're on a budget, you've got £30 in your pocket and you want a pipe, go for one of these. As for longevity, I have no idea. This one might break in a month. If it does, I'll certainly let you all know. So there you have it. .629 E-pipe by EPUFFER. I've had a few questions on my other video about E-pipes. I am not going over to vapouring. I am not stopping smoking my cigars. I am not stopping smoking my pipes and all the delicious forms of tobacco you have with them. What I am doing is smoking or vapouring in my house. With a bit of luck that'll work. I was puffing on this yesterday watching the TV, and normally my wife would have walked out the room saying, oh, it stinks in here, and I'd have to put on the lamp. It's a burning lamp. I can't remember its name at the top of my head, but it takes out the particles of the smoke from the air, but it's never quite right. But the whole program we were watching, throughout the whole program, I was puffing away on this, and my wife didn't mention anything once. She's quite happy, and the room doesn't smell of old tobacco smoke. This morning, it's fine. So they do work in that case. So thanks for watching. Stay safe. Keep them alight if you're smoking them, and keep them charged if you're vapouring them. See you on the next video. Cheers.